Okay, remember what I told you. Be your own boss. Love yourself. Get up and dance. Level up.
Level up, 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 level up. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, level up.
Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Lucy Maruche and I hope to awaken your consciousness. So guys, I have obviously been on a journey of self-discovery, call it self-awareness, self-growth, and all that. And it's been about 7 months now and I have been loving it. So during my journey, I kind of understood what it's like to transform from being a girl to a queen. So my topic today is going to be how to elevate from a girl to a queen. Now, just a few definitions according to me of a girl and a queen. First of all, a girl, according to me, is a female that has no idea that she has a crown. So in other words, her consciousness and her mentality is that of a girl. Whereas a queen is a female or a woman that understands her worth, that knows her worth, and acknowledges that she has a crown. So she walks around with a crown, throne consciousness, and is well aware of herself. Right, so I am going to be looking at my notes because I have a couple of keynotes on here, keywords rather. So I would like to touch on specifically spirituality, love, and growth. Now, when it comes to a spiritual woman, let me say the difference between a girl and a queen spiritually or in the spirituality realm is that a girl just walks around senselessly without connecting to a divine being. She has no idea that she is connected to a higher source. She has no idea where to run to when things are a bit shaky spiritually wise. Whereas a queen understands that she is of divinity. She has a divine connection with source. She knows where her help comes from. She understands that life is way beyond just the physical. So that's the main point I'd like to highlight here. When it comes to love, for example, the difference between a girl and a queen is that whether it is seeking for love or giving love, or it's a sexual relationship, whether it is a relationship in building connections with friends, there's a vast kind of difference, I think. And the difference for me in that area is that a girl would not have boundaries. A girl would accept any kind of association, whether it's with a man or just friends. She has no criteria. She has no deal breakers at all. You know, especially if you are single, you know, a girl that just accepts just anybody is a girl. So let me focus on queens. Now, a queen, when it comes to love, understands exactly what she wants. A queen understands that quality attracts quality. A queen has certain boundaries she establishes with the opposite sex, whether it's friends. She knows exactly what she wants and her tolerance barometer is in place. A queen would not give out her numbers just to anybody for the sake of belonging to somebody. A queen understands that she is worthy of love and she does not compromise when it comes to such things. So those are kind of the differences I have picked up. When it comes to growth, personal growth or material growth or whatever it is, the difference between a girl and a queen is that a girl hates on other women that are progressing. A girl always looks down on other women. A girl is never available to lift other women up. Whereas a queen identifies other women that are doing better than her and inspires and you know, observes and learns from such women. So a queen is a female that is big enough to accept that we are not equal as women, but they are people that you can learn stuff from. So there's a lot of things I could speak about queens in this regard. A girl will hate another woman just for material stuff that they have. A girl will hate a woman for driving a better car, dating a better man, and it's quite sad to see that they could go to lengths that could hinder their own progress. Whereas a queen will look at somebody that is thriving and inquire, befriend them, compliment them, and things like that. It's important that women get that. You do not hate on other women. Remember, you cannot compete with grace. There are certain people, going back to the first point about spirituality, that are endowed with grace from above. You cannot compete with such women. The best we can do is learn and give thanks, for their progress. So I noticed I did not look down to any of my notes, but I have about 3 what do I call them? 3 tips or 3 ways that could help girls elevate from being a girl and a queen. So number 1, spirituality. Find your escape. Find a church that will lead you to your highest point of faith or connection to source. I think that is the most important thing. Connect to source and know exactly who to run to when you go through trouble. Number 2, be conscious of spending time alone. If you want to grow and especially attract good people into your life, you need to understand that quality attracts quality, and you attract who you are. There's a lot of things that have helped me in this aspect of things. Things like scripting, things like quantum jumping, your loved one, have an idea of what you want, what you won't tolerate. Kind of write down these attributes of people that you want to attract in your life, because that helps. And I've got here, if you are single, spend time loving yourself. Spend time being kind to yourself. Before you love somebody else, you need to be complete yourself. And for girls that are just that have just experienced breakups and stuff like that, don't be in a hurry. Don't go for rebounds. Don't be in a hurry to date again. Spend that time, discover who you are, and learn to just put out into the universe exactly what you want. Be specific. If you want a dark, tall, handsome man, write it down to the level of where you write what his eyes look like, how he talks, what he calls you. If you want a different ethnicity from, just go for it. Write down what you want, how you want them to relate with you, what sort of things they like to do. Just be specific and be intentional about that. And something I'd like to mention is you have to be intentional when you want stuff. You can't just go around sending different signals to the universe. The universe does pick up energy, and it all depends on you, really. And number 3, obviously, when it comes to growth, never hate on somebody else. Whatever you see out there, whoever you see driving a better car, living a good life, don't be quick to judge, because that steals away your opportunity to tap into the same grace. So when you see a good car out there being driven by a beautiful girl, don't be too quick to judge and say things like, oh, she's sleeping with somebody, oh, it's not her car. Just be nice and give good vibes towards that person, knowing that the same will be returned to you. The last one is give gratitude all times. Whether you are looking to ascend to different realms of life, a different body structure, a different kind of living, be sure to give thanks to your source about what you have. Give thanks for the little to be able to be trusted with bigger things. So with all that said, it is very possible to attract stuff to you. The universe, like I say, answers in energy. The currency we ought to be distributing here is energy, and everything else will just be drawn to you. Also, I would like to say that intention is key in everything that you do. Be intentional. if you aren't intentional, you end up being swayed a different direction. Please let me know what sort of topics you would like to hear from me, and keep meditating. One of the things I've learned to do recently is meditating, and it centers you. It just makes you so aligned with the universe, which everybody ought to experience. I would like to ask you to like my videos, share my videos, subscribe to my channel, and thank you for the support. And let us spread this spirit of self-love, especially to women out there. Know your worth, know what you are, you know what you deserve, and go get it. Go get it. I love you guys, and namaste. You done?